Hello everyone, my name is Aerma, and today I'm going to be announcing my next hardest extreme demon after Bloodbath. Now, I know a lot of you might have heard that my next hardest is going to be a very big step up from Bloodbath in terms of difficulty, and I really wanted to do that demon, which will remain nameless. However, I've decided I want to do one or two demons before that to kind of build up my skill for that really hard one. And this next demon I'm doing is one of those demons. However, this is still a list demon. It's still a really fun level. It's fairly unknown just because of how new it is. And I personally think it's underrated because the gameplay is really good. My next hardest demon will be OPSM1 by Vars. This level is, I think it's about 140 on the demon list. So it's not an easy level. It's definitely harder than Bloodbath, which is my current hardest. So I have 0% normal, 3% practice mode because I've been practicing on a copy OPSM2. I currently have almost 8,500 attempts, and I'm actually really proud of my progress so far because last night was my third night of practice, I believe, and I got a 30 to 100 run because the gameplay in this level is so good. So I'm just gonna go into the level and just tell you guys what it's all about. I'm going to be struggling a lot with the first 30% because, again, I really have not practiced it and it's the hardest part of the level. Okay, I should turn on practice mode. It's really flashy in a lot of parts, and you can see right here, like, this is just, it's really tough. This, I hope, will get consistent, like all of this, once I practice it. What I really like about this level is it's not sync-based, but I would call it rhythm-based. It makes it really satisfying to play. I think the gameplay is very good. Not to mention, it looks beautiful. Like, this decoration is really cool. And, okay, these waves are impossible. There's like a couple of them where it's 4 times speed in really tight spaces, and I have no idea how I'm actually going to be able to do this, but hopefully I'm going to put a lot of practice into these, and hopefully that'll mean that I'll be able to do these waves. Come on, you're making me look bad. And these timings are just, they're really weird. And look, we have another wave section just like the one before. Woo! And then a wonderful little mini wave here, because this level just likes to make me suffer. Okay, finally. Okay, I know how all this part works. So now let's get to the part of the video where I can actually explain stuff. These 3 orb clicks are actually pretty easy once you know what you're doing. You basically, those first 2, this pink and green, you just hit them right in the middle. And then the pink one you hit a little bit late. So just like that. So then what happens is you need to click this so you get bumped into this ceiling here and down onto the ground. And then it's sort of like a double click, but the second click can't be too fast or else you'll just fall into that little hole. And then this pink orb is pretty hard. Then here, there's 2 options. You can either just kind of fall down here and click to hold and you'll activate this pink dash orb, or you can kind of hop into it and click it. But I looked at some videos and other people prefer to jump into it. So I started to do that and it feels a lot more consistent. So you can jump into that, and then here, it's not a micro click or else you'll fall down to there. You hold down just a tiny bit so that you hit that pink jump pad. And then you'll get teleported down here, and you have to click this blue orb. So you fall down gravity, it hits the blue orb, and then you hit the green orb. But it really just acts like a double click. So then you go up here. You're here, and you need to go up here and down here pretty quick. So it's a double click again. Then as you're falling from this platform down onto this platform, you have to hit this toggle orb in midair to turn from the mini ball into the mini cube. Otherwise, it's not possible. So now I'm the mini cube, and then you tap to hit your head on here, which also moves that gear out of the way. And then there's an orb in here that you'll hit. And then you'll go up here, and this blue orb will shoot you up here. You have to jump right at the end of there. And then over here, you just hit your head a little bit late. You have to jump kind of late. And then these orbs, it's like the timing of all of these are really weird. It took me so long to get used to it, but eventually I got it right and it just kind of clicked. Again, it falls to the rhythm, not the beat of the music, but the rhythm. Yeah, it's like da 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 da. And it just fits so well with the song. I love it. But I'll try to do that whole section in one go for you guys so you can see what it looks like. There we go. Now it's this UFO section, which, you know, I can just play it first and then I can explain what's going on. Maybe that'll be more interesting. Okay, this pink dash orb, it's not a micro click and it's not a hold. You don't hold it, you just kind of tap normally, so, and then you'll fall right into this. These little like circle things are the markers of where you jump, so you just kind of click it and you'll fall right into place. You just kind of follow those markers. There's one right here, it's hard to see. And then this black orb and the circle here, it's hard to explain. It's like a double click, but not like super fast. There's a certain timing, it's hard to get used to. This timing is like a little bit after the portal, just a tiny bit. And then hit your head there. Okay, these 5 clicks. There's 5 clicks right here. There's 2 orbs within them. None of these are really, they're all fine, but the last click, I really hate that click, honestly, because the click I'm talking about is that one, that blue orb. It has to be really late, but if it's too late, then you'll die. The thing is, if you do it too early, you're not going to die there, you're not going to die in the ball right after, or the UFO click right after that, but you'll die in the ship section, as I'll show you. So first I'll show you what it should look like. So you can see, like, after the 5 clicks, it's just 1, 1, and then you'll fall right down there in the ship, and it's pretty easy, just fly up, and then hit that green orb, and then you'll get boosted down into this robot. A little light holds there. It has to be a little bit light. You can't fall onto the pink orb or you'll die to these gears. You have to onto the platform and then you'll walk into it. That first blue orb is pretty late, and then the other 2 you just click along to the beat of the song. Now I'll show you what happens if you click the blue orb too early. You can see right here I'm falling like really nicely right in the middle, like right across this square, but if you hit it too early with this ship, for some reason, I don't understand it, you will fall basically right into these spikes instead. And I think it's still possible to like get your way up, but the timing becomes much more strict. 60 onward is my favorite part of the level. I'm most comfortable with this part of the level. Alright, so I'll go over the spider first. So these 3 orbs, the first 2 are like a double click, the third one is slightly after, so like da-da-da. And then the next group of 3 orbs, those 3, are more like da-da-da. And the rhythm is really funky, I really like it. And then this green orb you have to hit pretty late. Okay. And then that part, not hard. And then this wave section, it looks really hard, and it is really hard, but it gets consistent with practice. You just go up, down, up, and then as you're falling down here, you have to click right on this yellow portal. It's really not that hard. You just have to kind of get into the rhythm of it. There. It just takes getting used to, honestly. So this, more than almost any part of the level, is one of those parts where if you're practicing it from right behind it, it's going to be really difficult to get that timing, but in the flow of the level, you pretty much never die there. So you have to hit this blue orb and kind of hold there. It'll make you go to regular ship gravity. So I'm gonna just try to do this ship section, then I'll try to explain what the timings are. Bum, 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 bum. This wave, it looks like a spam because like, ooh, look, it's spamming. But the problem is if you spam, first of all, it's a little inconsistent, but also you can end up hitting that yellow orb too early or missing it altogether. So I don't think it's very good to spam there. What I do is I do exactly 8 clicks. Just like that. Here, you have to jump into the portal so you can get over this saw. Yeah, you can buffer this green orb. You're supposed to buffer this green orb, but the last 2 orbs, if you didn't hit them late enough, you're gonna die to these spikes down here. And then this wave section, it looks really hard, and it kind of is. It's one of those things where it just has to be in your muscle memory, and then you won't die there. Here, you can't microclick, or else that'll happen. You click just slightly longer than micro. You just have to be very careful going up in the ship part. Especially because of nerves, it's the very last part of the level because it ends at 90. And then here is really hard because you're straight flying, so you're like kind of spamming. But if you do that, you're gonna die because you cannot hit this yellow orb too early. So what I would recommend is choose a number of how many clicks you're going to do and space out the clicks so that you hit this yellow orb about right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just have to learn the spacing between whatever number you choose. This one, you're going to be at the end of the level, you're going to be nervous, but you cannot buffer this pink orb or hit it too early, or else that'll happen. You have to hit it like right in the middle. If it looks like this, that means you're doing it right. If it looks like that, you're doing it wrong. It has to be like right in the middle. It's not that strict of a timing, you just have to remember. And then these green orbs, you can basically buffer them, I think, as long as you've hit the previous orb, right? So now I'm gonna try to do a 60 to 100 run. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get a better run than that right now. One thing, so you might have noticed there's a lot of little intricacies to this level. Like there's a lot of weird timings you have to remember, like hit this early, hit this late. But on my third day of playing level, I got a 30 to 100 run. And because the level ends at 90, that's the equivalent of a 27 to 100 run. And basically what that means is that even though there's a lot of little intricacies to this level, once you practice any given section enough, all of those little intricacies will just go into muscle memory, and you won't really have to think about them anymore consciously. They'll just kind of happen. Once you kind of get into that automatic muscle memory mode, this level is so incredibly satisfying to play. I really like this level. I'm just hoping that the first 30% isn't too painful, because it's a lot harder, I think. But also, a lot of these sections that I already know really well now, they looked and felt really hard at first too, but now I can do them. So I think that this is a really great level. And I think that if you have the skills to play this level, you should do it. That was decent, 30 to 60. But anyways, that is OPSM1. I'm really excited to keep playing this level. I really, really like it. I think it's a great level. But this is going to be my next hardest demon after Bloodbath, and I will finally have list points on the Pointercrate demon list. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to, once I finish learning this level, I'm going to start live streaming it, and I'm really excited to see what happens. Also, I haven't really said this in the video before, but I'm using ML5's Master Pack. I really like this texture pack. It has me. This icon is based off of me. So yeah, shout out to ML5. This is an awesome texture pack. If you like this, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, do that. And I'll see you on my next video. I love you. Bye bye.